Welcome, Derby fans, to another edition of Inside Arch, as we are taking a look at league operations during this pandemic. And last time we talked about the finishing of the Arch local campaign at Quinny Park. It only seems apropos that we should transition now into travel team play. And of course, one of the big stories last year in the WFTDA was the big showing by Arch rival roller derby in the postseason, reaching a historical benchmark by participating in the third place game, the bronze game, at the International Championships. Well, that leads to a lot of optimism coming into 2020, so we thought we would catch up with one of the co-captains of the Arch rival All-Stars. We welcome to the program Vicious Van GoGo. Vish, how you doing today?
Doing great, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Before we talk about 2020, I think we should throw back quickly and reflect a little bit about 2019. Of course, that postseason run that Arch had. What was the team's feelings just competing in that bronze medal game? That had to be an incredible feeling.
Yeah, that moment was epic. Just getting that far in the season was incredible. I mean, obviously, we wish it had shifted the other way and we'd have taken out Rose and gone to the first place game. But being in a medal game was incredible. We had just worked so hard this year just to show the world who we are and that we belong on that stage, that we belong in a medal game. And so it was sort of a culmination, an epic moment for Arch, for us this season. So I was incredibly proud.
And I'm sure just the fact that you were competing in that bronze medal game provided a lot of oomph and enthusiasm from the squad as it was preparing for 2020, right?
So Arch, we've been to champs since 2015, but to be that close was such an amazing experience for us. I definitely think that being in that game, everyone getting an experience in a medal game, I think charged us and made us hungrier for this season, and preparing ourselves to get ready for that first place stage again.
This squad has 14 returnees that competed at international championships last year. Now, how important is that for a team that's currently ranked third internationally? How important is that veteran base for a group?
Well, I mean, I think any team that can come back with a majority of their team is very lucky. So I think that it's a gift that we have so many coming back. And I think that having that experience from the previous season and having the camaraderie and the cohesion together kind of will help us going into the season. So yeah, it's been it's nice to have such a large group returning.
Familiar faces abounds in this squad, but we do have some newcomers that have made their way.
Yeah.
Some internally that have boosted their game up a little bit, and some interesting transfers as well. Let's take a look at the 5 that are joining us, and we'll list them in alphabetical order. I think anybody that's familiar with Derby knows about the longtime rivalry between Arch rival and New Jack City Rollers, but now we get a chance to have one of their own join the mix here at Arch Rival Roller Derby, and we're talking about EIRRIN Go BRAWL. What can you tell us about EIRRIN?
We are so lucky to have such a positive energy join our team. She comes with a lot of energy and experience. Very excited to see who and how she's going to gel in with our packs. So I cannot wait to see what kind of force. She got to play a bit in the local season, so you could see her learning the lingo and learning some different people, but I'm really excited to see her gel in with the All-Stars.
She was friends with most of the league already as it was coming into it, so it's just nice to have that easy transition there. A newcomer, and I think a lot of folks are really going to be impressed with this skater when they join the mix and when they get to see them in action, is HART. What can you tell us about HART?
HART's a transfer coming in. We got to see her a little bit in holiday season. She's got a lot of experience under her belt. Super excited to see what kind of jamming skills and see her kind of grow into an even more incredible jammer. She's got some amazing juking and jumping ability, so I think everyone's going to be surprised and excited to see that.
A great jump up this year. I think this is a great story. Jonah Spark is going to be added to the mix here, the All-Star charters here, and I'm sure she's really, really excited about joining the squad.
Yeah, she's incredibly excited, and we are really looking forward to having her be a part of the team and learning and growing even more. I just love her dedication to just kind of focus in and grow and learn. So I'm really excited for her and excited for the team to have her on board.
Talking with a colleague of mine in the Derby announcing world from Des Moines, and when I mentioned this name, the first words that he said was game changer, and we're talking about OLSON. So tell us about what we should expect out of this high-caliber athlete.
Well, OLSON, when they came in for tryouts, really gelled and kind of found was easy to play with. You could see that they were eager to kind of learn our language a little bit. So I feel like just seeing the level of play that they brought at tryouts, I'm really looking forward to seeing how and who they'll gel with for the team and everything too.
And last but not least, and I'm really excited about this one as well, as we will see somebody with a lot of playoff Derby experience, but this is the first time on the A-team level, and we're talking about PIXIE Destruction, who had all those playoff rounds with the St. Chuck's Derby Chicks, and now will have a chance to experience it for herself in St. Louis's shoes.
Yeah, PIXIE is, I mean, you may think of her like as an offensive dynamo, but she's got a lot of defensive power behind her as well, and also so eager to grow and learn. I'm really excited for PIXIE to be a part of the team as well.
I think a lot of folks, when they saw the reveal of the charter, I think a lot of eyes got really wide open when they saw the potential that this squad could have. But right now we're in this holding phase. We're not sure what's going to happen with the state of Derby and the state of everything in general. What is the team doing right now to try to still stay engaged at this time?
Well, I think the special thing about Arch is that we just can't stay away from each other. So the league itself, we're so very thankful to have our coaching committee put together 2 nights a week of being able to have virtual, Facebook live training. And so we all get to be a part of that as all-stars, but training with the league. So that's been really exciting and a lot of fun. Even though we're apart, we're still very much together.
And hopefully you won't have to be far apart too much longer when we can get back underway and operating. Before we let you go, Vicious, how are you dealing with this pandemic personally, and what are you doing to stay engaged?
I've got a book club that is within a few skaters within the league, and I'm doing an artist club as well. And then personally, I've been doing my own artwork. So that's been a lot of good art therapy has come out of this quarantine time, and reconnecting back to my art has been really fantastic. As I'm sure a lot of people have experienced a time of self-reflection and being able to kind of come back to something that they love and enjoy. Maybe Derby doesn't provide us enough time to be able to do some of those things. So definitely I've gotten to do some of that. Is
there any final message that you would like to say to the fans of the All-Stars and the fans of Arch Rival in general?
I just want to say thank you to all the skaters, officials, volunteers, everyone who has given us so much support. We just thank you so much, and keep following us on social media and seeing some of the, we're introducing a lot of our all-stars right now, and you can still keep engaged with us, and we'll continue to keep engaged with you. And we just thank you so much for your support.
Number 3 on the planet, but number 1 in your hearts. Vicious Van GoGo, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, if you want to find out more about Arch Rival Roller Derby, please follow us at any one of these social media campaigns. We will be keeping you up to date with all the latest information. Coming up next time here on Inside Arch, well, what's a team to do when they can't go out and skate? Sometimes they get a little cabin fever, but they still have to stay inside. Virtual talent show? Interesting. We'll find out more next time out right here on Inside Arch. For everybody associated with Arch Rival Roller Derby, my name is Mike and Muck, and thank you for supporting Roller Derby in St. Louis.